Hello everyone, Wade from High Tech Legion here, and with over 1,500 videos uploaded, if you haven't seen it here, you may not have seen it anywhere. So what I'm going to be giving you in this video today is an overview and showing you some benchmarks for a network device. This is the Thecus N2560 NAS, or Network Attached Storage Device. So it is a 2-bay NAS. You can put two 3.5-inch hard drives into it, up to 4 terabytes in size, and get some network space. And you can set it up to be in RAID 0 mode or RAID 1 mode, or if you're only using one drive, JBOD. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at the NAS. I'll tell you more about its features, and then we'll show you the benchmarks. So here we have a closer look at the Thecus N2560 NAS. One thing to note about this is this does have an Intel Atom 1.6 gigahertz processor in it and 2 gigs of DDR3 memory. So you've got plenty of power here in this little box to be able to stream, run servers off of, etc., especially if you're only talking about a few clients. So we're looking at the front of this, and we've got lights here for our 2 hard drives, for Ethernet, and for the syncing feature. We've got the sync button, our power button, and a USB 3.0 port. On the back side of it, we can take a look at where our plug goes, the 12-volt plug here. We've got 2 USB 2.0 ports, our RJ45 connection for LAN, Gigabit LAN, SPDIF, and HDMI, as well as a reset button right next to the HDMI port. You also have a active cooling fan here, which stays under 20 decibels, so it's pretty quiet. I had this on my desk next to my computer and could not hear it really while it was running, even with the hard drives running full bore, streaming a MP4 video. The HDMI port is pretty cool because you can plug it into a TV or a monitor, and there's applications that can be installed onto this NAS, and those applications allow you to do a lot of things. One of them is a media application, the XBMC application, that if you install that, plug in the HDMI, any videos that are saved to it, you would be able to stream through the HDMI port to the device that it's plugged into. Very simple installation here too. To note, you got a little locking door here that pops open, and that exposes your 2 drive bays. Hard drive 1 and hard drive 2. You've got 2 little spring-loaded connectors here and 2 little tabs that go onto each drive that you install. So I've already got them installed. They're marked hard disk drive right, hard disk drive left. So you put these on, and then you're able to install the drive into the drive bay. One thing to keep in mind with this is making sure that your SATA ports line up properly, because you could put them in either way and potentially damage the SATA ports. You definitely don't want to do that. But once you do that, once you put the side pieces on and push it into the drive bay, it clips in and the lock holds it into place, no problem. Nice and tight. No wiggle room there, and that means that the drives aren't really going to vibrate in the casing either, which also keeps the noise down nicely. Then you can just simply close the door and pretty much forget about the drives. So, other thing that's nice is you have the Intelligent NAS software. It literally is a 5-minute setup. You plug the NAS into the power, plug the NAS into your network. It pulls an IP address from your DHCP pool, and then you're able to run the Intelligent NAS utility, which will detect the NAS and will allow you to set up the RAID without issue. Now, if you're using one drive, it defaults to JBOD. If you're using the automatic setup, And if you're using 2 drives, it will default to RAID 1 or striping, so you'll have the exact same information on both drives. So if you want to use it for backup purposes, definitely RAID 1, 2 drives is the way to go. If you just want to use it for drive speed, then you can definitely do a manual setup, go into the web console, and RAID 0 is supported. So you can put 2 drives in, run them in RAID 0, and that will allow you to get a little bit more speed out of the drives. I did all my testing in RAID 1 because that's the typical configuration that you're going to use with a NAS like this. This is definitely targeted at the home user or a small home office, and also is energy efficient. It only runs 9 watts idle, 14 watts under load, keeping in mind that that's what the hard drives spun down. So let's take a look at our benchmarks, and then I will show you the accessories that the NAS comes with. So for accessories, you get a disc with your manual on it, and you also get a Cat 5e RJ45 Ethernet cable. You get a warranty card with all the information on your warranty. A little information card to remind you to check the compatibility list for hard drive compatibility, and some quick little product notes on the NAS here, with some hints about the HDMI and using the NAS specifically. And then of course you get your power cord that allows you to connect the power up to the thing. So it does use a standard power plug just for like a computer. You got a power brick and then a typical little power plug there. I hope you all enjoyed this overview and benchmarks for the Thecus N2560 NAS, and definitely this is a winner in my book, even though I had a little difficulty getting it set up initially because it needed a firmware update. The firmware update went smoothly, and once that was done, 5-minute setup tops. Put the drives in and everything installed, and then you have also the additional functionality that we talked about earlier. Definitely check out our full written review at www.hitechlegion.com. That's hitechlegion.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. Take care.